Gets one of his tackles on the night. Raymond seems to be getting better and better each week. He's learning how to play a little bit more aggressively, learning to do the things that we want him to. Here our corner, Justin Osborne, comes up just like he's supposed to, but probably dropped his head a little bit at the end and doesn't make the play, but we're confident in Justin. He's played more and more the last 2 or 3 games. He's played when we need to get Jason Conant, who starts both ways, out of the game, and little by little we feel Justin's going to be a real fine football player for us. We feel in the off season he needs to have a little bit better work ethic in the weight room, but he's promised us to do that this year, and I think you're going to see him for the remainder of this year and next year turn out to be a pretty good defensive football player for us. Here Doug Brandt comes up and makes a tackle on an option play. They pick up another first down, and again they're marching. Here they throw one of their few passes, and they throw a little screen pass out here, and we really don't have a defense too bad, but their linemen do a great job of knocking down our people that were there to defend it, and they pick up about 4, I believe. No, I take that back, they pick up 8. 2nd down and 2. Here we just about lose contain on the quarterback, but our defensive end, Hausman, rolls out, spins out of the double team block, and makes a pretty good play. John Fergus putting the heat on. Our outside backer doesn't get deep enough on his drop, and they throw it right over his head underneath our corner's coverage and pick up a first down. They're in their one-back set now. Hand off to Messerschmidt out of that one-back set. Here they are in it again. They fake it and roll out, and Nick Thier-Harris is right there to make the stop. Last night in films it was kind of funny, I guess, because actually it was a missed assignment on Nick, but he was very aggressive in missing the assignment and comes in with a big play and causes our only sack of the night. Here we had a breakdown in our coverage outside. Tyson Butler, a junior corner, comes up and makes a heck of a hit on him, but not before they end up with a first down. Try to quarterback sneak it. We're in our 22 goal line again, and our Badgers, as we call them, do a fine job, and our backers come in and clean up. Here they run a straight dive, and we defense it pretty well, but again, as we saw in the first half, our linebackers have got to take those backs on up high. When you're that close to the goal line, if you take them on down low, just their forward momentum is going to have them fall into the end zone. Here's one more kickoff return. I think that's going to be about it for the highlights. We end up coming back out for, I believe, one more series here. We've got our whole second team in. Now we felt there was a situation where the game was out of hand, and we want to give those second teamers some chance to play. Our guards right now are Chad Brown, and at center we've got Steve Ernst. Tackles we've got Jason Davis, and I believe on the other side is Chris Mall. Tight end is Angel Infante. Our 2 halfbacks are Chad Carlson and Eric Moore, I think that is right now, and the fullback is Steve Ernst. The second team doesn't always get an opportunity to play a lot, but we feel whenever it's available, we like to get them in there. Here we have a mix-up on the mesh again, and North Platte's going to get the ball right here and I believe run the clock out, so we're going to cut the film right there. Well, that's about it for tonight. We appreciate everybody tuning in. We'll be back next week to show you the highlights of the Fremont game. Fremont will bring a real strong football team, even though their record does not indicate it. They're 1-4 right now. But as we said earlier in the show, they knocked off Lincoln High last week, who was rated number 7, and one of the powerhouses down in Lincoln. And it'll be kind of an interesting game for me. I spent 7 years as an assistant at Fremont High, and all the assistants that are there now were co-workers of mine, and we're all good friends together. And defensively, really, we do a lot of the same things, at least in theory. This year, our defense really hasn't been getting the job done like we'd like it to, but it'll be interesting. It'll be kind of fun to be competing against them, and I think will give me a little bit added incentive you know, to try to get the kids motivated and get the job done. But nevertheless, it will be a hard-hitting football game. Fremont always has great talent and great hitters, and they've had a real fine tradition up there through the last 15 years and even further back than that. So we're looking for a rock'em sock'em game, and we hope to see you out at the stadium.